Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike, and in today's episode I'm going to put my GoPro to use and build a cage for my Canon R6 to film some behind the scenes shots during my photo travels. Cue the intro. Okay, first of all, what do I want to achieve with this? It's quite simple. I saw some very interesting videos online where photographers took their GoPro, strapped it to their chest or mounted it on top of the camera and filmed the moment before the shot. And it seemed very interesting to me, and I thought it might be even useful for some widescreen videos. And yeah, let's have a look into that. I actually bought a GoPro a few years back, but I decided that I wanted to use this one only for scuba diving. I made this decision because I had a lot of GoPros in my days, and I used and abused them for downhill riding and some other wild stuff, which left all of them pretty much broken. Now, I wanted to save this GoPro, and I thought the best way to do this is to keep it in a case and just use it for scuba diving, nothing else. Actually, here are a few sample shots I took underwater, and I must say I'm quite surprised what a good camera this actually is. Since I had it for a few years now, I decided that it is time for some field action. Now for the how. What's the way I want to achieve this? At first I thought about buying a hot shoe mount for the GoPro. There are plenty of them out there. But then I realized that I wanted to place my GoPro where I arrive around the camera, which the hot shoe would not allow for. I then thought, let's maybe buy a cage, but then it hit me. You have to know me, I'm kinda crazy. I thought, let's maybe take this project to a whole nother level in a further episode. I have some ideas. Very good ideas. Anyhow, I thought about creating a cage that suits all my needs for this little GoPro project. And I wanted to keep in mind that there is something bigger coming in a further episode. I then decided to use my 3D printer for most of the parts. I started to measure out my camera, made some sketches, and after that I went straight into Fusion 360 and started modeling. The very first version was very basic. It snapped on via the hot shoe mount and it attached from the bottom with the tripod screw. This is kinda how it looked like. Well, it's exactly how it looked like, because it is it. I hit export, sliced it in Cura, and after a few hours of printing, buying a new printer because the old one broke, and another few hours of printing, I ended up with this. Adding the case to my camera was very easy. The fitment was spot on, although the whole thing was a little bit wobbly. I wanted to shoot vertical and horizontal video from either the side or the top of the camera. That's why I came up with these mounts. They are very basic, but they work, they are very sturdy. To attach the GoPro, I'm going to use the screw provided by GoPro itself. After putting it all together, it looked like this, and it worked pretty great. Although I wanted more places around the camera to attach my GoPro or some stuff I might come up with later. I also wanted to sink the screw from the bottom, the tripod screw, so it doesn't poke out as much. In addition, I wanted to be able to open the battery and card slot, so I did this basically. This yielded something pretty usable, but it was still kinda wobbly. To counter that, I tried to create a final version with some attachments that might grab the camera a little bit more and stop the wobbliness. It is quite handy actually. Some might say it is hard to reach the buttons on the camera, but I used it for a few field trips now and it works really great. Take a look at this behind the scenes I filmed over my last trips. I know I could have bought something quite similar, and there are plenty of cages out there, and if I would add the labor cost for what I did, it would be way cheaper. But I love creating things, and I thought this way I can manipulate it further on as ever I'm pleased. And yeah, as I said before, there are some ideas. If you want to print this setup for yourself, leave a comment and I will send the files to you. If you don't mind, please leave your opinions on this, and thank you so much for watching. Maybe like and subscribe if you think that I've earned it, and see you next time. Bye!